So let's take a look at our second exam now for ME14 Mechanics of Solid for our spring 2021 semester. So for this course, there's a total of two exams, two midterm exams for the semester. Each of these midterm exams will cover material that's been covered within our lectures and our textbooks up until that exam. So these exams are designed to be the equivalent of an in-class exam. So we want these to be the remote equivalent of an in-class exam. What we're going to do is release this through Blackboard, the same as our exam one was. You're going to have 2 hours to complete the exam once it's been started. Now I'm giving an extra half an hour beyond what you'd normally have in class time of your 90 minutes so that you have an extra amount of time to deal with the computer issues, uploading it and submitting it to Blackboard. So please plan accordingly that extra half an hour at the end, save that for any computer issues you have uploading it. The 90 minutes is designed for what it should take to complete the exam as if it were an in-class exam. So again, you should submit your work through Blackboard, and it'll be the same format as your exam one and all of your homework assignments. So details for this exam two, this is going to be 3 problems. So there's an additional problem on this exam. There's a total of 3 problems, and it's covering material from our chapters 4 through 8 in our textbook, which is modules 6 through 11 in our lectures. So the way this exam is going to work is it's going to be released on Blackboards at a set time. So it'll be released on Friday, April 16th at 6 p.m. on Blackboard. You'll have a total of 2 hours again to complete this exam once you have started it. So there'll be a timer on this. Once you've started that, you only have a total of 2 hours to complete it, and it'll be due by 8 p.m. So that's your total of 2 hours. Again, save a half an hour at the end for an amount of time to get this scanned in and uploaded to Blackboard. So you'll submit these through Blackboard just as you have for exam one and all your homework assignments, and the format and the grading will be the same as your homework assignments in exam one as well. So one thing I do want to take a minute to mention here, we had a few issues with this with our exam one, so it's worth noting here that you are allowed to use your computer and the internet for 3 things only for this exam. You can use it for accessing your Blackboard, which just means you can open your exam, take a look at the lecture material, and submit the exam. So this is your Blackboard access for one of the 3 things you're allowed to do with your computer. The second thing you are allowed to do is if you have a PDF version of the textbook, you can have the PDF open to view this while you're taking your exam, and the only other thing you can use this for is if you need to message me to ask any questions through Teams chat. So those are the only things you're allowed to use your computer for when you're taking your exam. You're not allowed to search for answers, solution manuals, Chegg, or any other sources. We will be checking for this, and this will be very obvious to us if you have used these sources. So this is cheating, and this is something that will not be tolerated. This is absolutely unacceptable and goes against the UVM academic honesty policy, so please reference this here to view the academic honesty policy that UVM has issued. So the grader and I will be going through all the exams, and if there's anybody who turns in a suspect exam, we will be contacting you, and you will receive a 0 for this exam. There will not be a makeup exam this time around. If you are suspected of cheating, you will receive a 0 for this exam. This is something we're taking very seriously, so do not search for your answers. Treat this as if it were an in-class exam and only use your computer for these 3 approved things. So for grading for this, it's going to be the same grading criteria we've used for all the other homeworks and your exam number 1. 2 points for format. Did you write your name, the givens, the find, your coordinate system, any appropriate labels? 2 points for neatness, how easy it for the grader to go through and follow your work. 4 points for showing the correct method. So please write down your governing equations and state what you're doing in each step along the way. That way, if you don't quite get your answer right, we can still see your approach along the way and give you partial credit. And then your final 2 points out of 10 is for the correct final answer. So again, this will be for each of those 3 problems will be on this 10-point scale.